Hey, Laura. Hey, Doris. Hey, Unseen. I'm glad you're here waiting. I'm glad you're here because really I'm surprised to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Amber. Hey, Jared. I'm just trying to scroll up, making sure I haven't missed nobody. Yeah, Queen, we're still going to keep you in our prayers. And everybody, I want y'all to meet somebody and say hello to a very, very good person. Say hello to Exploring the Unseen. Yeah, Jared, let the good times roll. Hey, Randy, thank you for being here. I'm still adjusting the camera a little bit. I cut the overhead light on because it was kind of dark back there in that corner. Gonna hang around for a few minutes and see if anybody else pops in. And while we chit chat for a few minutes, I'm gonna try to see if I can't see what you guys are seeing on a bigger screen here. Hey, Troy, I didn't see you pop in. Maybe I need to adjust the. I don't know if I can adjust live chat or not. I don't think so. They cancel out of that. Anyway, I know what I can do. I'm shaking the table a little bit, so if you see it wobble, it's because I'm you on YouTube. Here we go. How is everybody doing tonight? I know I've been cold, probably not as cold as some of y'all, but I woke up this morning and it was like, better mute this real quick. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of, there we go, a lot of feedback. All right, now I can adjust this to live chat. There we go, it's better. Hey, Troy. Yeah, I woke up this morning and it was like 20 degrees outside. Hey, JJ. Yeah, it was cold as all get out here, too. Doris, we're going to keep her in our prayers. We will. That's one thing that really bothers me is relationships like that. Now I've changed where I was sitting. Now I'm more over to the right. I'm sitting in my chair, and I really ought to be sitting a little bit higher. Now, girls, if y'all want to play with anything, you got the toys there. You're welcome to play with it. You know what does what. Just remind you, you got that flashlight you can play with anytime you want to. We would all love for that to come on. And that black box right in front of you, you can play with the lights on it. You did a good job last week playing with it. And of course, you got the other black box over here on the side. You were playing with that just a few minutes ago. So feel free to keep doing it. Hey, Hensley, girls, Queen said to tell you hello. Jake, I don't know if you're in here or not. If you are, you can play with anything you want to. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot the ball. Hang on. Let me get the ball for you. There you go. You can play with that if you want to. I hope everybody can see it. That was my shadow you saw just now. Okay, I'm lagging on the tablet a little bit. There you go. Hey, Sunflower. Yeah, today, well, if I keep the ball there, you won't be able to see the flashlight if they decide to play with it. Hang on, let me move this. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, this morning we got up and we had a temperature of 20. I don't know what the wind chill was, and it was a little bit of snow flurries. At least we got a little bit of snow. Now you're going to hear the heating unit cut off and on too. It just cut on, so you'll hear that. But it was cold, and I had a stall I had to get all the water out of from the last time it rained. I was told yesterday not to mess with it, do it maybe today. I had that to clean out. Of course, I couldn't, thank you, JJ, I couldn't fill up any of the water troughs over on that side because everything was frozen. The water hose wouldn't let no water come out. It was froze solid. The outdoor sink, it was frozen. So it had like an inch, maybe 2 inches of ice on the big water trough outside. Hey, Jan, and I picked up this big plastic jug, walked over, was going to get water out of it to share with everybody. It was frozen solid, or looked like solid, you know. I dropped that thing on top of it. Hey, oracles, and it just bounced and flew out. That's how thick the ice was. Yeah, Amber, you're right. I mean, a lot of us has got the snow, and I'm keeping my prayers going out for you guys. And then here in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, we've got nothing but just cold water, freezing water. So we're all getting hit by it. Well, California hardly ever gets any bad weather. It's, from what I hear, it's always so beautiful over there. Even in dead of winter, it's kind of nice. Mm. Thank you, girls. You can keep doing that if you want to. Thank you. I hope you saw that light up. I can't really tell. Not on the phone anyway. But yeah, you keep playing with that if you want to. And Jake, the ball is there if you want to roll it around. You're welcome to play with you're welcome to play with any of the toys sitting up there with you guys. So just play with anything you want to. The flashlight, the black box between the girls up there. You can pull your energy together and make it light up. Troy said to tell you that was real good of y'all making that light up like that. Thank you, Jared. Yeah, they love playing with that one. Yeah. Out of all the tools that I have, and I don't have much, you pretty much see it right there. Out of everything that I do have, That has to be their favorite thing to play with. Hey, Barry, thank you for being here. I'm hoping that they'll keep playing with it. And what I would like is to actually be able to let it run for a little bit, let them have time to play with that, and then maybe get it here about 40 minutes or so, get that phone and switch over to the app that we like to use. And of course, I still got the Christmas ball thing, that thing. I still got it. So, if y'all want to, sometime before 7:40, my time it'd be 7:40. For some of y'all, it would be 8:40. But sometime before then, we could cut that on. Yeah, Jared, you're right. They do have their pick of what they like to play with. And last week was the first time anybody made the K2 go off. So I'm hoping that's going to happen again tonight. If not, I understand. But they did play with it. Hey, Hensley, and a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't during a live stream, but a couple of weeks ago, they even made the flashlight come on. They done it twice, but I only caught it on cam one time. So we're just gonna maybe talk for a little while and let the girls play, let Jared play if he wants to. I'm still trying to learn this StreamYard. I know there's a way you can put words. Whoever's doing the live stream, there's a way for them to put words going across the bottom. I'm gonna one day figure out how to do that. Hey Hawk, and I hope I pronounce your name right. Hello Delphina. So I know I butchered that name, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Not much. Finally able to warm up because like everybody, it's been a cold day. Hang on, let me. Yeah, I can actually see the words better on the phone than I can the tablet. The tablet lags by about 3 seconds. I've been looking forward to this all day long, and I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to do it tonight or not because of the fact that we got up, like I said earlier, temperature was 20 degrees. When we get up tomorrow morning, it's supposed to be like 25. And with the pipes and all, people having busted lines, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do it or not. So you're still at work, Hawk? Hey, Brenda. I'm glad both of y'all could be here. Girls, don't get quiet. Y'all can play if y'all want to. You can play with anything you want. You live here too. This is your home. So go ahead, feel free to play with whatever you want to. The flashlight, the ball, the music thing you like to play with. That thing right in front of you, you can play with the lights on it. -13. Wow. I think the coldest I'm still reading. You heard a cough? I don't think it was me. So, and I'm the only one here. If you want to cough again, you go ahead. Hey, kitten, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Having a brain freeze. Trying to remember what I was saying. The negative 13 degrees, that's what it was. The coldest that I remember while growing up was, I think, 5 degrees. You're going to be 36 in March. Well, we got to remember your birthday so we can all wish you a happy one. Okay, well, if you have a cough, you go right ahead. We don't mind. Is it back? Well, that's a stupid question. I was going to ask you if the power is back on, but you're here, so I guess it is. So you can be, oh, wait a minute. March 26th, you're going to be, okay. And Queen, your birthday is going to be in June. Jared, my dad's birthday was November 26th, and mine is November 3rd. So we're all pretty close together on that. I kind of remember when I was 40, kind of, but that's been a while back. Delphina, you and Jared both have same birthday. That's cool. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, JJ. They're so young. Nah, 38. You ain't gonna feel old. It looks like the girls have gotten quiet on me. Yeah, it is just a number. I mean, I'm up there in age right now, and I'm still getting out there in all this cold weather, the snow and rain, doing everything I'm doing. The only time I go in really is just to warm up. You can't get over them. Yeah, that's the thing about these girls, and Jake, you too. I have so much fun with them being around, and I know a lot of people may not understand what I'm talking about, but I really do. It's one of them things, you have to go through it to understand it. And I can sit here, maybe watch a video, whatever, and we'll start interacting and playing together. And for me, it's just a lot of fun. Amber, I did too. I know exactly how you feel. By the time I came in, I couldn't feel my toes or my right hand because I had to pull the hay off of that big old bale, and we keep it covered up with a tarp. And the tarp was just covered in thank you. We're listening to you. Keep going. It was covered in water, the parts that was on the ground. So by the time I got through pulling 6 bags of hay, my right hand was just so froze it hurt and I couldn't feel nothing. Yep, I do the same thing, JJ. I have to clean out 7 stalls every morning and then check all the water and then go back and get all the hay together. And the hay I have to do depending on if they hang around the stalls, I may have to do it 2 times a day. Now, if the horses go downfield and eat the grass and the hay we've got down there, I'll just do it late in the afternoon. Yeah, we keep ours under a big tarp too. And I've been told, thank you, still waiting on you to light that red one up for me. I've been told by somebody that keeping hay under a tarp is not all that good for it because during the summertime, that tarp will start to sweat and all that moisture drips back down onto the hay. I don't remember if I'm having trouble with it today or not. Now, I know today I haven't really checked it. Yesterday I did, and it seemed to work for me. Hey, country boy, thank you for being here. Let me scroll up because I want to see what Hensley was talking about too. Because so your birthday is on the 25th of January. Okay. What I need to do is really write all these down, put them on a calendar. That way, as each month comes in, I'll know who's got a birthday coming. Okay, November 24th, 25th. I thought it said January. I'm sorry. Well, it's okay because I'm going to go back and check it again tonight. Maybe it was something on their end. Maybe they got it fixed by now. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hit the wrong button. And y'all be sure to keep everybody in Texas in your prayer too, because what I heard earlier today was how they were hit with a record cold front. Yeah, Amber, I can see your point. So I've only spoken to Amy one time, and that was earlier today. So I don't know. She said they still had power, and that's good, but I don't know the condition of how everything is going for them. So let's just keep all of them in prayer. Girls, if you don't want to play with that no more, would you mind if I use it? You can make it light up one time. Let me know. I can borrow it. 15 inches of snow. Hey Brenda, glad you're here. Come on, girls. I need to borrow that phone over there. Would you please light it up so let me know I can borrow it? sometimes they get real quiet and all of a sudden they'll just start playing with it. Okay, girls, I'm gonna go ahead and get it and do something. Give me just a minute, guys. Move this around a little bit. There. Okay. I haven't really gone nowhere. I'm just all right. I just rearranged a few things. Need to find there's the app I'm looking for. Make sure I clear this out. Okay. Well, see if I can set it right here. Now I can see it. Yeah, but we're going to keep Laura in our prayers. So I went ahead and turned on the Ghost app and got the volume turned up. I think I might should just go ahead and turn the volume down. Turn it down a little bit. And the first word I just popped up, window. Wonder if I can show you. Yeah. Windows. First word I got. Are you taking anything for it? Hey girls, Hawk said tell you good job. Wait, Laura, Queen, sis, were you taking anything for your pain? Now, everything's still over there. You can still play with that flashlight. It'll come on. And you can play with that black box over there. And Jake, if you're in here, you can play with the ball. You can play with those toys too. Girls, let him play also. He's part of the family, so if he wants to play with the ball, go ahead and let him roll it. If he wants to play with the toys, let him do that too. Aleve and muscle rub, yeah, that's what I normally would take. Because I have back problems a lot. And I have a blue ice or ice blue. I think it's called blue ice. I use it on my back. And it goes on cold, but oh, it gives me so much pain when I first put it on. Hey girls, Hawk said to tell you hello. You want to say hey to him by lighting something up? The heat just cut on, so that's probably what you're going to hear right now. If you'll say hey back to Hawk, would you make that black box right there in front of you light up 2 times? Just make it go to the second light. And Amber and Heidi said to tell you hello too. I think you guys would like Heidi. She's real nice. Hey, Cindy. I know I get quiet a lot. It's just I never know what to say. Yeah, Queen here is the one that let me know about you and Jesse. Let's see, I haven't learned your channel names yet, so I'm still working on learning that. But guys, Laura knows Jesse and Cindy. I think Exploring the Unseen, I think, is Cindy, and her friend, her sis, is named Jessie. It's okay, Doris. Hey, Mark. Girls, if you like that meter up to the second light, you can let everybody know you're saying hello. Or you can turn a flashlight on for us. Okay, thank you, Hawk. I'm glad she is. I mean, yes, I'm concerned about her, but I'm also more concerned about her dad. That's the reason why I'm worried. Good. I'm glad she did. Appreciate you letting everybody know. She's probably still working. My meter is still stuck on window. Hey guys, be sure to check out the new video that Troy put out today if you haven't already done it. I mean, that's really a good video. The cemeteries, I love them, and the one he went to is beautiful. And girls, y'all can talk to us on the phone that I'm using if you want to do it that way, but you make up your own mind. We would just like to see you play with the toys over there. And we would really like for that flashlight and that ball to be played with. Okay, what song was that one? Chicken Wings? I'm working on doing two songs right now. It's if I do it, and I'm not going to say I am, but I'm trying to make the lyrics. I haven't heard that song yet. Sorry, I have to look it up tonight. I'm trying to do the uh, making up new lyrics for two songs that I would like to have combined together and start with like the first part of one song, and when it goes into the chorus, switch over to the second song. But I'm gonna have to label it as a parody, that way I don't get in trouble with YouTube. And it's gonna have all new lyrics, so I don't really think it'll be copyright infringement. And Amber, I really can't say that I'm not on it. I don't use the app, but I do have an account on there. Okay, thank you, Brenda. And I just got fresh. Can you tell us what you mean by fresh? Fruit, uh, water, food? If you say food, I'm going to freak out because we always talk about food. Uncover. Well, I still need to know what we're talking about because that could be talking about food also. But TikTok, back to that. I do have an account with it. I just started it because regret, because I wanted to experiment with the whatever you, I don't know if you call it an app or not, but they have something on there called the Reality Ripple. And I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube where people had used it and were claiming that it was showing different spirits and ghosts in their house. And when I looked at the videos, I could tell exactly what they were seeing. So I went ahead and got on TikTok, got me an account, and I used the Ripple, Reality Ripple thing. I aimed it at my jacket, and it was hanging up on the wall. And sure enough, it lit up like there was somebody standing there. So I tried something else, and it lit up again. And that told me right there that even though the Reality Ripple is supposed to only highlight living beings like animals and people, that's not always true because you can aim it at a chair and sometimes it will light up. You can aim it at a jacket hanging on a wall and it will always light up. And Hawk, the girls, yeah, I did explain a little bit about it like a week ago, I believe. Now, Allison came home with me from a investigation that I did in June of last year, and the investigation was really cool. I mean, the story behind it to me is just cool. And she came home with me from that. Lucy and Alice, Lucy, you see her on the right. Alice is on the left. And I was using the Randonautica app, and my intent was to find a doll hostage. I'm not forgetting about you guys. I'm still listening to you, letting everybody see what you're saying or see what someone is saying. Who's a hostage? Can you give us a name of who it is? But I was using Randonautica and I wanted to find a doll. That was something that I'd never seen anybody else try to go out and look for. And I was sitting outside, I was on Twitter, and it just talked about the rabbits that we've got. And I think I even showed a picture of them. And I'm sitting there and I look out to my left out in the field and I seen something that has never been there before. So I walked over to look at it and it was Lucy, who you see on the right. She had never been there before. And I walk that area every day. It's okay, Gary. Glad you're here. So I go back and sit down, and the very next day, almost in the same spot, I find Alice. She's on the left where you're looking at. There's no way they could have just popped up like that on their own. Now Alice has a heart tag. It's plastic and it's right on her chest, and it says "I love you" written on it. And I brought each one of them inside coastal. Okay, so you're saying that, are you saying there's a person being held hostage on the coast? Because you said hostage, row, ROW, and now coastal, and you row a boat. So are you talking about there's somebody being held hostage on a boat on the coast? And I brought them back here to my place, and it took a little time for each one of them to feel comfortable with me, but I finally got their names. So that's how I got them three: Lucy, Alice, and Allison. Now, Crystal, she's been with me since I was 7 years old, and she's the first person that I met, or first spirit. That's a good question, Jared. Um, is there a bad spirit? Girls, light that flashlight up. If there's a bad spirit that is keeping another spirit from being able to talk to us or be able to move or anything. I mean, if there's a bad spirit keeping her hostage or him hostage, please light that up for us so we'll know. You can move something, you can light that flashlight, you can light the black box up. Just let us know if there's a bad spirit that's keeping someone hostage. Okay, Laura, we understand and we appreciate you being here. Please take some more medicine to help with the pain and just try to relax. Relax your neck as much as possible. We're thankful that you're here. Remember that we love you. We're praying for you, and we'll talk with you again as soon as you feel better, or at least feel up talking. Now, I was telling you about Allison. I did a investigation last June, and I'd been invited to go to a summer camp that's been closed since, I want to say, the early 80s. And we camped out while we were there for the whole weekend. And when we got to the cabins, all of the cabins, the power had been completely shut off. No power at all anywhere around that area. And I walked in, and somebody let me use their K2 meter. And I walked in, I was the last one going in. Okay, Jared, look after Queen for us, okay? Thank you for being here, and we love you. So I'm the last person walking in, and I go stand over to the side, and all of a sudden, the K2 started going off. And when I say it was going off, I mean it was going off crazy. This thing was pegging out left and right. But I could move it away from where I was standing, and it would quit. I'd go back where I was at, and it would peg like it was next to a power source. And I looked around, and there was no wall outlet, nothing. And everybody is tripping because it's right there where I'm at. Actually right on top of me. So somebody come walking up with their K2, and they held their meter right up against mine, side by side, touching, and they didn't even get a spike, not a blip, nothing. Mine steadily going off the whole time. Good night, Cindy. Oh, sorry, I thought you was leaving. Glad you're still here. Um, I even swapped out K2s. Somebody handed me theirs, and I turned it on, and it started spiking. So I started talking to whoever was around me, and all of a sudden, I felt to my right side, I felt somebody tugging my pants leg at my pocket. Trouble. Okay, now this is starting to it's starting to sound like a kind of like a sentence because we got hostage, row, coastal, trouble. That all sounds like they're talking about the same thing there. Mine, M-I-N-E. How did that happen? Hang on, before we change. Okay, go ahead and change now. Reach. You want to do it again? Say something else. We're listening. Whoa, went me too fast now. Kevin Resent. Hang on, hang on. Uh, JJ, are you leaving too? Good night. Thank you for coming. Okay, it wasn't Kevin. 7 was what it said. Let's see if I can't let you see that. So we got coastal. Well, wait a minute. Hostage, row, coastal, trouble, mine, M-I-N-E, reach, 7, resent. Yeah, please go out there and, like Amy Laney says, go out there and butter them buns. You're gonna like her channel. Trust me. I've been watching some of the videos, and she has a doll that girls don't get jealous. Please don't get jealous. She has a doll that I really love. I mean, she's just cute and adorable, just like you girls. Failure, and she's done a few investigations with her. So I felt this tugging on my pants leg. I didn't say nothing about it. Okay, I'm listening. Foster, Foster. Okay, that could be a foster parent, a foster home. Can we at least give us a name who we're talking about? But I didn't say anything about what I was feeling. And they wanted to go look at a couple of other cabins. So I made the comment, okay, whoever is here with us, since you like hanging around me, you want to come follow us? We'll go to different cabins together. Was somebody killed by a foster parent? If so, can you give us a name? I said that. We walked outside and we had to go a little ways outdoors before the next cabin. We're talking about like 100 foot maybe. And the whole time, and there's no power lines around us, the whole time the K2 meter is going off. And I was hanging back as far as I could, making sure that, or maybe somebody starved. while they were in a foster home? Okay, Hawk, I'm a little bit confused on your question. Is that where they came from or lived in a long time ago? I don't know if you're talking about what we're getting on the Ghost app, or if you're talking to me. Yeah, that was a good question that she asked. That's the reason why I wanted them to know it too. Hopefully they'll give us a name. I wished I could had a way of checking to see if the name matches up with anything, but I don't have that ability. I don't know how. But we walked around outside for a long time, and everywhere we went, the whole time, the K2's going off. We go inside, and it's still going off. We go outside, and it's going off. So we got back to where we was camping at. It's okay. Welcome back. Yeah, it's still on Foster. But I was wondering what you were saying just a moment ago. You said, is that where they came from or lived in a long time ago? And I didn't know if you was talking to me or um, if you were talking about the Ghost app, if it's something you wanted them to hear. It's still on Foster. So we go back to the campsite, and one of the people that I was with got in touch with. Well, I was telling you, um, Lucy is on the right, and if you look, Alice is on the left, and both of them came in the backyard. Now, there's no dogs that roam outside here. That's the heating unit cut on. We don't have any stray dogs that could have brought these two up. And I walked the area at that time every day, constantly. Got under bed. We get that a lot, and we still don't know what they mean by under bed. It just popped up outside in a heavily trafficked area by me, and I sat down with them and investigated them a little bit. And over time, I was able to get their names, find out that there was a spirit attached to both of them. Now, Allison is who I'm talking about now, where I met her at a summer camp. Yeah, they do make a lot of money on each kid. That's why most of them in the bigger cities, I don't know about small towns, they try to get as many kids as they can because the more kids they have under them, the more money they get. And Doris, are you leaving? You got hiding? And I got, if you got hiding on your app, I got under bed. And I was just fixing to ask if they mean someone was hiding under a bed in a foster home. And they're quiet now. But I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth and say it's gonna be a female. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. So I don't know if you caught any of what I was saying or not. Um, and now I got pillow. So let me let you see that because they're going to say something else here before I can. Well, what I was going to say was, I'm fixing to put my foot in my mouth and say it's going to be a female. Pillow beside. See, now we're talking about. See, all of this to me makes sense, but it's missing a lot of information because we, it's hard for me to talk about. Okay, Jan, hang on just a second. Summer. So I'm guessing that it happened in the summertime. Yeah, I can understand that. Doris, Lucy, Alice, Allison, Jake, if you're in here, can you let us know where y'all came from? Where you lived? You can just tell us the state. They're not really talking too much tonight. Did any of y'all come from California? If you did, you can light that black box up or you can light the flashlight up or you can just say it out loud. My family's got good hearing. They can hear you. But Allison came home with me from the summer camp. Parabox? Okay, yeah, please do. Is that for the Android or the iPhone? Now the app is kind of making sense. It talked about a hostage, a coastline, philosophy. Yeah, I don't know what that's got to do with what we're talking about. Yeah, fixing to say something else. Financial. Okay, financial, if it stays with what we're talking about, that could be talking about the money situation that foster homes bring in. But all of that to me runs together because, like I was saying, you've got hostage, coastal, and you got foster, bed, pillow, well, under bed, pillow, dipper, famous. So I don't know if they're talking about the foster home is famous or if the state this happened is one that's famous. Girls, if you can help us out, we'd really appreciate it. Trap. I'm trying to not keep it there too long because I'm really hoping they can make that flashlight come on. I'm asking nicely, girls. Jake, you can make it come on too if you want to. Yeah, I was thinking a big city too. I'm thinking New York. Push. Can you give us a city? Uh, who are we talking about, Doris? Because I've mentioned so many. A dock. Hang on. You see that? Because I don't know if they're going to say something else real quick or not. I think they are. Can you give us a name? What did I say? Beg? No, I'm not going to beg you to give me a name. Oh, I got to see what I done did. Oh, that's a bookmark. Get off of that. I'm not going to beg you to give me a name. I'm asking you politely. What in the world did I done did now? What is that? No, girls, leave the tablet alone now, okay? I don't even know how you brought that up. I'm just gonna hold the phone. Okay, Allison. That's who came home with me from the camp. Allison, can you tell us? Let me start over because I don't want to cough. Can you tell me what year you came from the camp, or what year you went to the camp? Doris, what I was saying about Allison at the camp, one of the people that was in the investigation with me, they live streamed it, and they were in contact with someone that they know, and after we got done, they were talking on the phone together, and I was asked, "Did you feel something tugging on your right leg?" Now I didn't say anything about it at that time, and I answered the question, united, and I found out that it was Allison, and the reason why she was hugging on to me like she was because she was looking up to me like a father figure, and she's just been around me the whole time. So I guess, and I'm trying to make a joke out of this, but not out of disrespect or anything like that, just a funny joke. I guess I must be a magnet for spirits that are younger in age, afford. Allison, could you tell us how old you are? Yeah, they're just not wanting to respond tonight. That's okay, because handle, okay, crowded. I'm still thinking that most of what we've been getting tonight is related. And I'm still getting a mental image, whatever you want to call it, that it's going to be up north, like in New York, because it's a big city. And there is a dock over there. Allison, guys, I'm not kidding. We're talking about Allison. Allison. Yes, sweetheart, we're talking about you. Could you please give us how old you are? You can tell us. Yeah, I'm getting something similar to that, Doris. There's definitely a girl, because I said before you mentioned that, I did say earlier that I was going to put my foot in my mouth and say that it's going to end up being a female. And, we're both feeling the same thing on that. And I'm still thinking it's going to end up being in New York. I know California has docks, has a port in New York, a port in LA, New York, a port in somewhere in California. I don't want to say it's LA. Yes, Amber, it did. And hang on, you can still see it. Here you go. Yeah, the Doors, you're right. It could be modern day slavery. We're not going to mention what it is because I don't know if we'll get in trouble for that or not. But you're right. It could be that. Maybe they were involved in it. They were one of the people that was being held, and she hid possibly under a bed. Okay, Allison, can you tell us how old you are? It's okay. You can talk to us. You know you're safe here. Nothing's going to happen to you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Amber. But I'm somebody I don't want to. I haven't actually gotten used to saying that. Cooking was the next word that just popped up, and it stayed on Allison for a few minutes. Um, see, I'm just now becoming more comfortable with sharing the fact that I am an empath, and I'm just it's something that I have to slowly open up about. But yeah, I get these. I don't know if you say images, but uh, I do get them at times. Like right now, it's little bits and pieces. Though, go ahead. We're listening. You can talk to us. Now, I don't know if that says chief or chef. Thank you, Doris. Now, if that says chef, it was just talking about cooking. If it says chief, because I always get the spelling mixed up. If it's a chief, then it could be talking about Native American chief, and we could be talking about a different subject. Yeah, Amber, there was one occasion. Okay, so without the I is chef. All right, thank you. Um, Amber, there was a time, I believe it was a couple of weeks ago, I did a live, and I may have mentioned it, but there was one event where I was at my mom's house, and I'm sitting there on the couch, and resistance. Okay, now we're back to what we were talking about a couple of minutes ago. That would fit with what we were saying about the hostage. Uh, I'm sitting at my mom's house, it's just me and her, and this happened different than what I'm doing now. Right now, I'm just getting like flash words or images, whatever you want to call it, because I'm in my mind, I'm picturing New York. I don't see it. I've never been there, but just New York comes to my mind. New York City. It comes to my mind. The shipping dock comes to my mind. So that's what I guess you call picturing at the moment. But back where my mom used to live, when she was living, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I'm not seeing what's in front of me, like right now. What I'm seeing is like a dried up creek bed that's still kind of muddy, got grass growing everywhere that used to be where the water was. And I'm seeing a naked woman laying there. And I'm not going to go into details about that. Uh, and there's two teenage boys looking over. They're on a bridge right there at it. It goes across it, and they're looking over the edge at her. And long story short, I told my mom what I was seeing, and it wasn't a week, not even 1 week later, they had a breaking story on the news where in Florida earlier that day, somebody had found this woman, and everything they described was exactly what I saw and what I told my mom I was seeing. And there is no way I should have seen that. You know, just anybody else would have said there's no way a human can see that ahead of time and describe it almost as perfect. I mean, I wasn't 100% spot on, but everything I said matched up. I mean, she was found in mud with grass growing all around her. It was a dried up creek bed. There was a bridge right there nearby. There was two teenage boys that actually found her, and they were on the bridge looking over it. I feel that with spirits. I won't say that about people, but now with spirits, I do. And uh, what was it that Amy? I wish she was here. She could tell me. Mirror, Mirror, mirror empath. She said that I had that ability as well as the regular empath ability because I do pick up the feelings and emotions of spirits. I've been doing that for many years, and sometimes it gets so strong to where I just have to walk away. It's the only way I can, have to walk away and try to distract my mind, try to watch TV, read, go to work, something. Glory, Glory. And now we're off the subject again. Uh, but yeah, girls, we still got a few minutes if you want to play with something. Would really, really love for you to play with that flashlight. Just make it come on one time, please. And if it does, it's going to blind me because it's aimed dead at my face. Jake, if you're in here, you can let us know by playing with the ball, playing with the flashlight, whatever you want to play with, you're welcome to. Hey, Amy, who was just talking about you. Yeah, I got the app going, and I don't know how long you've been here because I'm trying to watch the table in front of us pack, Pack. Uh, I'm trying to watch it just in case they decide they want to do anything. And I'm trying to watch the app too, and trying to keep a check on what the text or what the chat is saying. But we're so glad you were able to be here. Hope you and everybody in your house is doing good, staying warm, because that's one thing that's got me worried. But Doris and Amber, I'm still feeling like what is being said. It's going to be up there by New York, somewhere along the eastern seacoast, but someplace where there's definitely a shipping dock. Not that this took place at the dock, but it's right there by it. Okay, who said pizza? I missed something. I got to scroll up. What is? Bet you're talking about New York pizza. Yeah, Amy. Uh, Somebody said that earlier too. It's cold as all get out. The exact words. And Cindy, I really hope you're still in here. This is another one of our family members, and you will love her. You'll love her family. They're awesome people. So if you will, just check her out too, because they got her mom's got a channel where she comes on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and then Amy here, her and her daughter, they do a live stream on Thursdays and then on Saturdays after her mom gets through with her live stream. Yeah, Brenda, I'm hoping it'll go away real quick. Little Caesars, ah, Little Caesars is good. Leaven, because it's not leaving. That's got to be leaven. I think leaving is with ing. So leaven would be bread, which a pizza dough does rise. We are talking about food again, so maybe they're wanting to join the conversation too. Can we please get back to what you were saying earlier and let us know if the place is on the East Coast or maybe the West Coast? Give us a little bit more information about that. No, kidding. I'm not amazing. No, I'm not. Trust me. There's nothing amazing about me one bit, girl. It's all of you guys. Y'all are the ones that are amazing. And I watch the videos y'all produce and the places y'all go to is just incredible. Mainly. Okay, mainly doesn't tell me what I'm asking you about. Yeah, motor. Hold on, because I done did something here. Get that off of there. Yeah, so that's why you say leaving. Yeah, that's like with me. I don't say how are you all doing. I say how are y'all doing. What was that, Gary? Wait a minute. What was I told? Ah, no, I'm not Gary. Hey, Sunflower, welcome back. So everybody, please be sure to welcome Cindy Wagon. Good. If you come through the screen like the ring, I'm gonna leave skid marks everywhere, and it's not gonna be pretty. But thank y'all for the compliment. I appreciate that. But yes, welcome Cindy here. And for anybody who's just popping in who don't know her, she's got an awesome channel, and I still think Lee is adorable. Now, Lee is her doll that she picked up. Here in the U.S., it is just about everywhere. Eva, Is that the name of the hostage? Is that the one? Is that the name of the person that was hiding under their bed? Eva, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but if you're here with us or if you're listening to us, could you please light that flashlight up? Let us know you're here with us, or play with that black box over there. Light something up so we know that you're here with us. Yeah, y'all, that's what I say. I try to eliminate as many words as I can. You know, Amy, we were using this app and passed. Okay. No, she's not speaking German. She's speaking English. Okay, spirits, you can go ahead and say it. We're listening. Danger. Well, that's what we're talking about. I mean, elements. Water is an element, large, and it's right there at the seacoast. That is large. I could be way off on what I'm talking about, but no, I mean the app that I'm using, same one that we use, it was saying something earlier tonight, and in a way, it kind of goes all together. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out if it's all related or if it's just a coincidence. But we were talking earlier about now the heating system did just cut on. So Amy, maybe that's what you're hearing. And I do have the volume up on the app where it's making that static sound. I'm gonna cut it all the way down. But I'm here by myself. But if there's any whispering, it could be any one of the girls, could be any one of the guys. Okay, cooling system, just the heating system just cut off. Let me know if you still hear whispering. But I believe Amber, Amy, was asking me a couple of minutes ago if I could ask Allison a question. So I did, and the name Allison popped up while we were talking about her. Her name popped up. So that let me know that she was listening to us, even though she won't cut the flashlight on. And I'm begging you, girls and guys, Jake, I know you're listening. Please cut the flashlight on one time. I'm asking nicely. I'll be blinded if it does. Can you still hear it? Because I've got the volume on the phone turned all the way down so the app ain't making no noise. Well, see, even if I go back and watch this later, I still won't be able to hear it. And that's with either the Bluetooth going or my earbuds going. I still won't be able to hear it because my hearing's not good enough. Now, outside today, I did a little short video to let y'all see the snow flurries that we got, and I had to cut it real small because I done maybe a 3-minute video, and Twitter wouldn't let me upload it. So I had to cut it down to a minute. And part of what I got rid of, uh, I'm reading the chat. Part of what I got rid of, I was walking to where we keep a water trough, and it was frozen. And I'm talking to whoever watches the little video, and I'm talking about how, hang on, I'm gonna show you something. It's been real cold here. Temperature's 20. I'm saying stuff like that about what it feels like outside. And all of a sudden, I heard a guy say, "Huh?" And it's like, "Huh?" Something like that. Yeah, I do have it, Amy. I sure do. But the problem is, I can never tell how far to do it because I can unscrew it enough to where the light will cut off. But if you just barely touch it, it'll come back on. Yeah, my room is active. It's always like this. Slice. I'm going to touch the flashlight and let you see what I'm talking about. Oh, I am getting too old. Okay, so, okay, that's still going. Uh, this room is always like this. And it's active even if I'm not in here. I've just set the record to go, record by my while I'm out of the room. And 12 contain, slice. All right, slice of pizza. Okay, I can see where that would go together. 12 could be her age, because remember, you did ask about her age. Allison, if you're 12 years old, would you please light that flashlight up? Or maybe that black box right there in front of you? Would you please play with either one of them so we'll know? Because I don't know if that was her age or if it's just a number. And I've moved things around where I'm sitting for tonight because I wanted to try to eliminate my shadow. And if I did create a shadow, then I wanted everybody to know that it was definitely me doing it. And I've got about 5 more minutes, girls. I hate to wrap this up like this. And now that, if you hear anything, it's gonna be my refrigerator I just got. Yeah, I got a refrigerator in my room now. And yes, I've got snacks in it. So now I have snacks in my dresser, snacks in the closet, and snacks in my refrigerator. Go ahead and make fun. Okay, girls, I've got about maybe 5, 6 more minutes. So if y'all want to play with something, would you please do it before we have to go?